We're live!
Huzzah!
Hello.
Slight delay, and it was kind of my fault, so I apologize.
Not really.
Yeah, I mean, you were here at a reasonable time. There was also exploding light bulbs involved, so you know.
I was gonna say, if anything, it's the light bulb's fault because it caused someone to not be here.
It's true. I blame the light bulb manufacturing people, honestly.
GE?
Fun fact, the light bulb manufacturing companies are all in cahoots with one another because we have the technology to have light bulbs that last for like decades, damn near.
We
Yeah,
have the technology.
I believe that 100%, honestly.
Oh, okay. Now I have to ask, Rabbit, where did you buy the light bulb from?
Oh, Lowe's, because it's the closest.
Yeah, that makes
But
sense.
why?
But why?
Because I said it was the closest.
He gave you the reason, like,
I
immediately.
mean,
I heard of that, but I demand an explanation.
You've hung around us long enough, Draco. You know the joke by now.
True. Still.
But yeah,
I'm
speaking
gonna
of
be muting
things that go
myself.
away, and bubble
Real quick.
away.
Wahopple?
Wah.
Wahopple!
Incorrect these MCU quotes. Loki makes a drink and gives it to Peter. Peter drinks the whole thing. Loki, so much for your spider sense. Oh, I knew it was poison. I just didn't want to hurt your feelings.
I saw that.
Loki, let me find the cure. I'm keeping you.
Gotta remember when I watched all those newer Mickey Mouse shorts for the first time. That was a trip.
Yeah. They are really good, I feel. Are they still doing them, or did they stop?
They stopped, and they stopped with the best one, honestly.
Huh.
Like, they brought back the original Steamboat Willie version of Mickey Mouse.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, that's right. They did a special not that long ago with that.
Like, not only did they bring him back, but he's just as much of a conniving shit as he should be, because, fun fact for those who don't know, the original Mickey Mouse was not the best person.
Nope.
He's kind of a jerk.
He's the guy that you watch it, he's playing instruments, and all of a sudden he grabs a cat by the tail and starts swinging it around like a friggin' yo-yo.
I mean, and then the thing you did with the cheese.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go any further with that.
I'm not
I
very...
think my personal favorite ones to this day is still the I don't remember the name of the episode, but it's the one with the robot and the bit of Mickey, like he has the present for Minnie and the robot is like, who is Minnie? She's my girlfriend, and he just takes the fucking present and throws it in the trash, and Mickey just has that face like, what the fuck?
I remember that now. Now, I've seen the meme-ified version of this one. I also like the one, tell us about the lore. The lore, the lore.
No, it's the code.
The code, okay. I've seen the meme version and they've replaced it with lore, so that's what I thought it was. I just love their faces. The code. The code.
Yeah, from Soft fans, tell us about Armored Core.
Armored Core.
Armored Core.
No, I think one of my favorite shorts is they go to what's a clear like egg-on of Disney World called Potato Land.
Yeah.
It's
I
just
remember that.
Potato Land, Potato Land, Potato Land.
Honestly, that's a very good Goofy impression.
That was pretty good.
He's the one
I
I've
just
actually...
remember they made up the, what was it, the dark spooky haunted ride, and Goofy just beats up Donald on the machine.
Yeah.
The Halloween one was Zombie Goofy.
Oh yeah,
Goofy's
Zombie
the one Disney character I can actually do like consistently. You can ask Draco. I've done it several times.
Yeah.
You guys do well. I know Draco does the Kingdom Hearts game playthrough.
Indeed, I do.
Yeah, and every now and then I'll just randomly throw in a line as Goofy, like say like complain about what's going on.
Gosh.
Gosh, Mickey.
I remember a Goofy movie.
That was a damn good movie.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, it was.
As was the extremely goofy movie. For it was the 90s and everything needed to be extreme, as is tradition.
Okay, now that's
Speaking as a
not-
90s kid, yes, you're correct.
Now eye to eye stuck in my head.
Yeah, of course it is. I mentioned the goofy movie and the extremely goofy movie. How could it not be in your head? Mention one or the other, and it gets stuck in.
Dude, like, the late 90s into, like, the early to mid 2000s was, like, extreme sports heaven, man.
Yeah. But
Like-
sorry, go ahead.
Like, I remember Rocket Power, I remember, the old, the show, Nick Guts.
Yeah, Rocket Power
they
was a
had-
show, huh?
Nick had a whole, like,
Yeah.
programming block dedicated to, they called it Nick Gas Games and Sports, and it was all, like, extreme sports, like, cartoons and events and shit. It was insane. And I used to be really into, like, X Games and, like, monster trucks and, like, skateboarding and shit back in that day, too.
Oh, I was too.
I'll still occasionally watch X Games if I, like, can find it anywhere that, because I don't have cable, but if I can find it, like, streaming somewhere, I'll still watch it.
Oh, I still
Just
have
that,
my
just that the guys from back in that day obviously are either retired or just don't do it anymore.
Well, yeah, well, unless you're Tony Hawk, who decided 2 years ago to just randomly be like, yeah, I'm gonna do a the best trick competition. No one knew he was gonna do it except the guys, the actual organizers.
How old is he at this point? That he's
Like
like
50 something.
He's in his 50s, yeah.
okay.
Actually, like,
He's at 54.
Because, like, he's got to be getting up there at this point.
I literally have like my
he is
keyboard.
55.
Okay.
I literally
He's
have
a
my
little-
keyboard in my computer right now.
Like, no shame for the older folk, but, like, at a certain point, I don't know if he's going to be able to continue doing skateboard-based things.
Oh,
I'm not gonna stop him though.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Well, Activision just released a remake of THPS 1 and 2, and there were talks about THPS 3 and 4 remake also in the works as well.
I want an American Wasteland remake.
Speaking of, if anybody's ever heard of the YouTuber Swear Jack, I posted it in the general chat. There's a guy he's a YouTuber, and he actually ranked every Tony Hawk level.
Huh. So, I think we can properly get started at this point. Heckna's probably waiting in the wings getting antsy. Gotta let him out, as I do. So, let me grab my sheet here. Ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between or outside of, I give you the host with the most attractive, well-spoken and magnificent clown in the multiverse, the founder and creator of the Revelia, the one, the only, Heckna! Uh-oh. There it goes. Phew. Rolly-roon, everyone! Heckna here for my prodigious recap. When last we left the players, Snacc Bluescale, the Drow Sorcerer, Lilith, the Tiefling Bard, Watcher the Eladrin cleric, Argyle the Dragonborn fighter, and Red Moonscream the human rogue, and Kardak Skyscale the Dragonborn artificer. They broke into my pantry and had their pick of all my outside Revelia goodies. How good for them! While Watcher was deep into my bottle of ambrosia, I stole it fair and square, by the by. His friends went to the under construction zone, where they met Olga Ogletron, who's working on the Revelia's newest ride. I can't wait to see it. The players agreed to help her out of the kindness of their heart, and maybe the 50 tickets. Meanwhile, Watcher finished his bottle to realize his friends were gone, and I stumbled into him. I asked for my property back in exchange for the bottle of ambrosia he stole from me! However, he just wasn't receptive to that deal. So I changed it to his life for my stick. Yes, I know how that sounds. Anyway, he was still not quite taking the hint, so I suggested we take off our masks, and I showed him the nature of my business partner. Introduced them, if you will. And after graciously introducing them, he yelled he would never give me my stick and hit me with a guiding bolt! So, I showed him the difference in our power. And he ran like the little rat he is. He rushed to his friends and let them in on what he learned of the King in Yellow, seeing visions of all kinds along the way. Meeting him does that to people. They pulled a bit of bronze out of the ground for Olga, then headed to the hostel, where Argyle, Kardak, and Snacc wanted to have a word with me. What does Argyle want to say about my previous question? What kind of game does Snacc want to play? Let's find out! Take it away, Draco! I have some meetings to get to. Let us find our way back to the hostel. Let's see, we'll start with Argyle, I think.
Okay.
So, what can I do for you, Argyle?
Well, it's simple, really. A few days ago, you asked me a question. And I have an answer for you, finally.
I'm all ears.
For a couple of reasons, I will not be accepting your deal.
I suppose that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. It's a shame. Really.
Wait, cousin. What deal are you talking about?
He offered me to give me everything I ever wanted. As I believe what your words were, Heckna?
I believe that's correct.
However, what you failed to mention, like, Heckna actually notices his voice start to change. Is that the two people that I was looking for, and I'm sure you actually knew this, were here the whole time.
You see the little Heckna on the monkey sweater shrug. Well, I mean, I couldn't know for certain. It would be rude of me to assume any relatively blue dragonborn-like person might be related to you.
Yeah, he's right. That sounds kind of racist.
Be that as it may, Heckna.
Like, Cardiff, you've only seen Argyle this angry a few times.
There's
Karnak
one more
has his lips
reason
pursed.
There's one more reason I decided to say no. Because, funny as it, or as good as that sounded, when you gave it to me, and it did sound good, I realized afterwards that you were trying to cheat in a game that you're playing with a friend of mine.
Now, that's quite the accusation. Cheat is such
You're-
a strong word.
Yes, but what would you call turning someone's ally against them?
I would consider it leveraging a possible avenue to potentially put things in my favor. After all, this is a game of guile and intrigue. It only makes sense to go see if you can interact with the friend or allies of the other person, see if they could get them on your side. I didn't ask you to do anything harsh or evil. I was just simply asking you to push them in the right direction with your influence and your words.
Yes, push them in the right direction. But unfortunately for you, your definition of right and my definition of right are a little bit different now, aren't they?
That is how it goes.
You can ask him. He points at Cardiff. I have a very strict definition of right and wrong. I have a very, very strict or sense of ethics when it comes to people I consider friends or family. You could have told me that one of my closest friends and that was here. You could have told me that there was other blue dragonborns here. You could have told me any of that, and that probably would have gained my favor. I had been looking for that one for about 6 months now, and had no idea he was here. Do you know how much pain and anguish that caused me? To put it in terms I think you'll understand, it wasn't fun. Not only that, but one of my closest friends had been missing for 4 months. And I only saw her 2 days ago, not even knowing if she was alive. So you tell me, is it unjustified to be this angry? Because I don't think it is.
Now, listen. I understand you're upset. And I get it. I do. But, as I said, how was I supposed to know they were related to you? I don't exactly talk with Kardak all the time. I have a lot of people to interact with here in the Revelia. And I didn't exactly walk up to him and say, "Hey, Kardak, how's your family? You know, where are they?" And in my defense, maybe I was being a bad host, and I do apologize for that, if that is what we've had happen here. And I recently learned of your other friend, see her pop into the Revelia. If I had to guess, that means she was probably in the... Are you familiar with the Excalibur face? He does that. Looks to the right, grimaces. The disco? And as much as
I'm very familiar with that face, by the way.
As much as I hate Helvis and his disco, I don't really have any interaction with that particular area. It's the one blind spot here because he was here at the very beginning and wound his magic around my Revelia, and I can't get rid of it without destroying a massive chunk. It's a load-bearing arcade structure, and I hate it.
Yes, but you gotta admit, what good's a Revelia without a good dance every now and then?
I suppose.
At least he's a reasonable man. In spite of everything.
Well, I'm sorry you feel that way, Argyle. I wish we could have made this work, but it's clear that that just isn't going to happen.
Now, as I asked you, when you asked me about this deal, I want you to keep your end. I told you that when I gave you my answer, be it or in your favor or not, you would not do anything to get any sort of pettiness, revenge, or anything like that to me or my companions. And I want you to keep that.
That's right, I did say that, didn't I? Well, slight issue with that, since Watcher and I are still in our game.
Your game with Watcher doesn't concern. Other than the fact that I've chosen to help him, I'm talking about the other 4. I don't want any harm to come to them. That's all I'm asking. Don't make this unfun for us, Heckna.
Well,
You are a man about fun.
that
It's
is-
not a good laugh. What's the point?
Well, I'll tell you that I'll try my best. Obviously, I can't control all the people in the Revelia. Everyone has free will. But at this current moment in time, I can promise you that I won't be seeking revenge against you or your friends for this interaction, for certain.
It's all... Then. Thank you.
I would like my stick back, though.
Well, unfortunately, I do not have it. Or else I might acquiesce to that.
Well, perhaps you could get whoever does have it. I know Watcher certainly had it at one point, but you've probably jockeyed it around to someone, I'd wager. Well, I've got other meetings to get to. Clown's work is never done. And with that, the sweater ceases to animate, and the monkey swings around in the trees, going about its business.
I'm sorry, Stringbean. But it seems like this will be the last night that we spend together. He starts patting the snake on the head.
It gets comfortable coiling around you. And unless you have anything else to say to your cousin or others, we'll move to Snacc in the space room. So, a game, you say? What are the rules? What sort of game are we going to be playing?
So I know you want your steak back.
I do. I would very much like it.
So how about this? I know 2 people that wants me dead. If you bring them here, have them join your side. If they're able to at least kill one of us, I'll personally bring you the steak. But If they don't, we keep the stick and you leave us alone.
Interesting. That could be fun. And I do have other plans. I could see about getting that done. And you see the constellation form, and it looks like Heckna has like a pen and paper. What were their names again, just so I can get this all down? See if I can force them in here.
Amaya Nightbreeze and Gino Grimlock.
Grimlock. If you wouldn't mind just putting that in general for me so I can copy it into my notes.
It should be in the backstory thing I sent you.
Oh! It's been a while since I've had to look at that. I'll have to go back through it.
And their pictures in that too.
Okay, let me see. Ah, there it is. Okay, so I will open that, and at my earliest convenience, I will look through that and see if we can get that all sorted.
And there goes the first one, there goes the second one.
All right. And we'll discuss them as characters a little bit after the session, too, so I can properly build them.
Okay.
All right, I'll see about getting them in here as soon as possible and see if they'll acquiesce to joining my side. And you're certain they really want to get you, huh?
Knowing the woman, yes.
I can spin this.
The only thing you really need to do is mention that I'm here and they most likely will come willingly.
All right. Let me get that sorted out for you, and we'll see how this goes.
Okay.
Pleasure doing business with you. And the stars swirl around and become the normal stars as they settle. And we move ourselves down to the sweet suite. Now, in the sweet suite, does anyone have anything they want to discuss? Or are y'all just gonna take a proper rest from this point?
That's a good question. Huh. While I think about that.
I mean, I'm ready for a rest if anybody else is.
Yeah. Red will just kind of look over towards Lilith and watch her and just kind of shrug and just give an exacerbated sigh as he just kind of turns in.
Well, this is gonna look to watch her before everybody passes out, and she's just gonna say, "No, that no matter what happens, we all got your back, right?"
Rabbit?
Rabbit, I'm not sure if you're here, but you're muted.
Oh, that explains much.
Yeah.
Yes, I understand. There's just a lot happening. I'm merely a servant of my lieges. I'm not a fighter. And that strike from Heckna was much, much more powerful than I thought it was going to be. We need to move and fast. I don't know what else to do. Other than, I said, moving and quickly.
Lilith is going to say, when it comes down to taking Heckna's eye, I think I might be the best shot we have.
But we'll acquiesce to that. That'll be the best thing. We've obfuscated the stick. I was a fool to see I could keep it in my employ for so long without him noticing. I'm not even too sure how he noticed in the first place. The shape was obfuscated.
When you run an entire demi-plane, or pocket dimension, whatever you want to call this, it's kind of hard to not see everything that happens, though I guess some small things tend to slip through the cracks every once in a while.
The only thing I could think is this place, far divorced from the Feywild that it was, is still part of the Feywild. There may be some sort of clue. I'll try my best. I normally can't speak in my next 2 cycles, but I will try.
We need to get you a journal.
Actually, it's not a bad idea.
I
I do have a spare book here. I suppose that would work.
Oh,
I
good.
could-
I was gonna recommend going to the lock if that was not the case.
Oh no, my starting equipment's fucking wild, bro. Although I should write in Sylvan.
I could
That
do
way
this
no one
translate.
else could understand it. Heckna didn't seem to understand the tongue of the Feywild. Which would disprove my last theory of whether or not he was truly of us or not.
I don't have much understanding of the Fae, but she's going to actually hold up her pan flute around her neck. This was made by my mother. She's my mother was actually an elf. Well, half elf. I actually was born in a village that was mostly elven.
So understandably then, if she was half elf, and you, and elves are our lost kin, we should say, and that would make you quarter of Fey ancestry. Am I correct?
In a sense. Of
So
course,
at least
obviously I look nothing like an elf. She motions to, being a tiefling. I have my dad to blame for that. If he would have
But I
met me maybe 10 years ago, I probably would have come here looking for him, but that time has already passed, and we've, shall we say, burned whatever bridge we did have, but we're trying to rebuild a new one, so to speak.
For what it's worth, your glamours are mostly based in summer. Fiery in temperament as they are. They make a very good look.
Well, a lot of people in my village were bards by trade, and as well as healers, so I suppose you and me have a little bit in common.
Let me see that flute for a second.
She'll present it. It looks very like handmade, like the piping appears to be probably like your typical pan flute piping, but a lot of the rest of the adornments definitely look like handcrafted.
I'm gonna insight this real quick. That makes sense. I'm frazzled.
Insight the flute.
Well, actually, hold on. Let me try a
You mean
history.
insight or investigation?
Ooh, yeah, that would probably work. You know, I'm gonna do religion. Actually, this would make more sense. 16 on a religion. Is this a court instrument?
That's a good question.
I was gonna say, are you asking me or are you asking Draco?
I'm asking Draco, because I'm recalling the way it looks and the knotwork and
Let's
everything.
see. I feel like I would have to ask Chaco to see if that's something.
I mean, I think he's asking you: is this type of instrument something that would appear?
Did it origin look like it was made in the material realm, or did it look like it's something from the court that was somehow brought into that elven village?
I mean, I can tell you for a fact it was material made. Her mother made it.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
sick.
With that information, I'd say that it was definitely. It looks like it was made in the material plane. It doesn't have quite the right look to it for what you're used to, but it looks like it's stylized to look similar. I mean, you being from that area obviously know what it would look like, but if you were not well versed, you might mistake it for something that would come from the Feywild.
This is a very passable facsimile. If you'd like, once this is all said and done, if it wouldn't be too offensive to ask, I would go ahead and see about getting you a proper flute.
I mean,
It's beautifully made, though. You should be grateful to those who came before you that it was given unto you.
my mom made it specifically for me, so it's been hard to let go of, considering it's really the only thing I have left to keep her in memory by. I mean, she's not dead, but I just haven't seen her in a very long time.
Oh. I see. Rhett just kind of chimes off at that for a little bit.
I see. Your teachings are not lost on me. And as I said before, your glamour's very well done. I should turn in. There's a lot happening.
Right.
And now I'm quite possibly wanted by Heckna.
Not if I have anything to say about it. Seems like the game is entered a new phase, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. Closer and closer toward the turn and the hunt.
I might make a stop at the Heckna in the morning. Relieve a little stress, if that's alright with everybody.
Oh,
She lets out a sly smile.
Oh, of course. Take all the time you need. As for me, I will rest here, and I will take a pros on the grass, and just let my holy symbol hang freely from my fingers.
That's well, everyone. Tomorrow we have to go in it hard and fast.
Alright. And with that...
And,
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
yeah. Oh, no, I was just agreeing that, yeah, and, see, I guess.
Alright. And with that, you all get your long rest proper. All your slots are back. You're back to full health. And it's the... Well, I can't say the dawn of a new day, but it's certainly the next day. Oh, wait, do I have... Yep, I've got full moon on.
Okay.
There we go. And we have... There we go. As you walk outside, you do notice that the moon is crescent right now. Not its usual full.
It is a waning crescent.
Indeed. So, where would everyone like to start their day off with? Or evening with? There's the Lost and Found right here, if you'd like to turn in your birdcage that you got for Locke. And there's, of course, all the stuff you have to get for Olga, which is going to probably require you go all over the place.
Real quick, I like to, because I was unfortunately mute. I like to say good seeing Hoshi, and good seeing you guys in the sweet suite.
Oh, thanks. Daluna, you too.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, since we're kind of bullied about it, I have to double check and see what the list was for stuff that we need. It's up here at some point.
It's in party notes.
Party notes. Yes.
Party notes.
Saw 2 creepy crawlies, fireball shot, the live schnozzling, and an amalgamation spores or hooves.
And you know what? I'll give this to you because you play at the Dead Ringer a lot. You know that the creepy crawlies are at the Dead Ringer. It's what you have to throw the rings onto. So that would probably be the best area for you to see if you could maybe get some of them from there.
Ah, that's true. Alright. Well, considering that I believe Snacc has the bird cage in the bag of holding, right? Or was that
I thought you had it.
Yeah, I took it because we pulled it out after we dealt with the Sucruises, and I think I gave it to you to put it in your bag because we didn't want to, show Olga we were walking around with that.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Okay.
But yeah, we'll start by going to the Lost and Found, drop off the birdcage, get the stuff there, and then we can kind of break off to either the Heckna or the Dead Ringer, get some tickets, grab those 2 creepy crawlies.
And don't we need to get the snozzling kit? From
Yeah,
the
snozzling kit. Or we could swing over towards Gary and grab a snozzling off of him.
Yeah, but it has to be alive though.
Yeah.
If we give the snozzling kit, she could just make her own, and we don't have to worry about trying to get a live one and accidentally gets stuck to our face.
Fair, to be honest.
Yeah, one is definitely more dangerous than the other, but it's a give and take of, do you want one for free and have to potentially fight it, or do you want to pay for one and not have to fight it?
After some consideration, you make a very good point, Hoshi.
Watcher, pale-skinned, red-eyed, and icy will quickly write down in Sylvan to red. Finding a live schnozzling would be best. We don't want to cause an uproar.
Right. Well, I suppose that will be best then. And above gate, I'm just trying to remember, where were the Dodsley kits for sale again?
They are right over here at the souvenir shop.
Oh, thank you.
So you have to say hi to Magnanimo.
Mm-hmm.
And did you want to... I'm sorry, I forgot. Did you want to take a stop over here at the Lost and Found and then hit up the souvenir shop, or just go straight to the souvenir shop?
Well, yeah, we could see Locke, go to the souvenir shop, and then break off to, do the other stuff. So let's do that.
All right. So first stop is you make your way to the Lost and Found. And as you open the door, you notice that there's looks like a bit of a mess came through here. There's some stuff on the floor, and Locke is very grumpily putting stuff back on the shelves. Sees you. Oh, it's you. Oh, goodness.
You look troubled.
What happened?
Heckna was here, and he asked me for the catch. I don't know how he knew it was here, but he did. And in the service of not getting my wagon destroyed, I didn't have much of a choice but to give it to him.
He has the catch.
Yes.
Damn it.
Like I said,
We had to figure this would happen one time.
there was nothing I could do. I can't stand to Heckna on my own, and he threatened to destroy the shop. To find it, I had to give it to him. However, I didn't say where I got the catch. Stuff comes through here all the time, after all. I was able
Not gonna lie.
to play it
I'm
off.
not gonna lie to you, man. There's probably a chance he knows it was us.
More than likely.
There's no doubt he knows it was us. He asked me about the stick last night. Y'all notice that Argyle's no longer talking in his fake accent.
Hmm.
Like you tell him.
I told him
Yeah.
that some children of the Candy Corn managed to bring this shiny stone that they found, and I was quite enamored with it, so I traded it for tickets for them.
That's a good cover, but unfortunately I feel that it's gonna be taken apart quite easily by him. I feel like you understand that he's gonna be able to figure that out.
Oh, I'm sure he doesn't believe me, but it's good to have a cover story just in case. I feel like, at worst, he'll think that someone brought it here. More than likely your group. But it's possible that he might believe that you have no idea what the catch was.
I'll write a little bit and hold up to Locke. Where would Heckna take something if he's scared?
He would take it to his fun house. He only lets people that he enjoys the most there. Sophie has a lab in the fun house. It's his domain, his house. It's the safest place for anything to be. And I don't think you're getting in there properly until you get a bit more and he sees you as a more credible threat.
A little bit more writing. How did it come to be here in the first place? Where it was?
Well, above game, you gave it to them to hold on to because you didn't want to walk around with it.
No, I'm asking how did the catch manage to just be slammed into a tree?
Oh, I see. Well, that I don't know for certain. I guess Heckna put it out there simply to hide it. Not many people would go out into the woods. There is Gertrude's place. But I don't know. You would probably know better than me if she found that recently, or if it was out there the whole time and he gave it to her to guard.
He'll think about that for a minute. Just a very flat, neutral expression because he's wintry. Right again. He'll look over to Red, and the piece of paper that he written in common to Locke, you see he's already ripped out in the thaumaturgy. He's just burning it. And then in Sylvan up to Red, he's holding. If we take more pieces, he may have no choice but to go ahead and put the catch back out to keep the show running.
But do you want to take that risk?
I might. I think if you get more of the pieces, since he'll see you more as a threat, he will invite you into the funhouse to deal with you personally. Like, as of right now, you don't have many of the pieces. He still has all the cards. But the more you gather, the more dangerous you all become.
He'll give Locke a side look, and then he'll write in his book and just tear it off and hand the note to him. Because I'm assuming he doesn't know Sylvan or anything. He just probably knows Common.
Yeah.
The note will say, "Will you be safe?"
I think I'll be alright. With the current story, I'm pretty sure he believes it just came here on happenstance. Though, admittedly, I have been in plan before to try and break free from here. That's why I'm trapped in the wagon. He doesn't see me as a threat. I'm just a silly old raven trapped in his cage.
Funny you should mention that. As Red will just kind of saunter over towards Snacc. If you would please, Snacc.
Snacc reaches into his bag and pulls out a birdcage.
His eyes light up upon seeing it, and he takes it from you very carefully. Oh, this is lovely. Oh, goodness, thank you. And he ruffles and grabs a booklet of tickets for all of you, with the 30 tickets for you to share amongst each other.
Alright. 30 total, so...
5 each.
Yep.
So that's number 3. We've already done that one. Ah, there we go. You know, if you're willing to do another job for me, he shuffles through the things that are kind of piled up that he was trying to put on the shelves. Ah, here it is. He hands you what looks to be something like you've never really seen before. It's a small wooden card that seems to have some sort of musical pattern poked into it. He mentions that Calliope over at the Misery Go Round, she only knows 5 songs that she just constantly plays on repeat, and I can hear them from here, and if you wouldn't mind, could you potentially give her this card and convince her to expand her repertoire just a little bit?
Well, see what we can do. And Red will extend his hand to take the card.
And he absolutely hands it to you. I'm loath to give something away for free, but it's worth it to not have to hear the same songs ad infinitum over and over again. Anyway, while you're here, is there anything I could interest you with? I do have some new wares.
Well, let's see what you've got.
Alright. And if you open up the Lost and Found player info, you'll notice there's a couple of new items here.
Ooh. Gloves of Fury?
And an Amulet of Devotion +1.
What's that Amulet of Devotion?
I'm glad you asked. The Amulet of Devotion, let me grab the link, bears the symbol of a deity inlaid with precious stones and metals. How I'm going to rule this is when you do attune to it, because it does acquire attunement, it will shift to your god, but right now it's Paylor. While you wear the holy symbol, you gain a bonus to spell attack rolls and spell saving throws DCs of your spells. The bonus is determined by the rarity, since it's a +1/+1. While you wear this amulet, you can use your Channel Divinity feature without expending one of the feature's uses. Once this property is used, it can't be used again until the next dawn. And I will put that in here for you, in general.
I desperately want that.
And that is 20 red tickets, like all the magical items in his shop.
Okay.
And of course, the gloves of thievery. These gloves are invisible while worn. While wearing them, you gain a +5 bonus to dexterity, sleight of hand checks, and dex checks made to pick locks. The gloves of thievery are not attunement items. The amulet, of course, is.
We all look at Red.
I cannot. Wait.
Don't-
As Red
don't.
just kind of leaps in for a split second, and then you all just look at him. He just kind of props himself up. I'm not sure what you could possibly mean by that.
Red.
And then he kind of turns and looks at it. Anyway.
Like, we all just look at him. Red. Just, we know.
I am a little short, but I am definitely interested in those gloves.
Alright, well, hopefully I can keep them here before you come here next. We'll have to see how things go.
Give me just a second. Watcher will look at his things, and he'll look that he only has 6 ticket. He only has 6 tickets. But he'll look, and he'll just write in another piece of the same torn page and hand it off. And it just says, "Would you like more Fey objects?"
I suppose I could maybe knock the price down a little bit for a couple more Fey objects if you want to do that instead.
Quick question.
Quick answer.
Can Kardec run to the ticket booth to exchange some of his regular money for tickets?
Oh, you would have done that already. Basically, when you come into the Revelia, you get 10 tickets for free.
Yeah.
To start out
I was
with.
to say, because I've currently been sitting here with 15 gold pieces and 20 silver pieces in my inventory.
Yeah, we all have at least, Argyle still has his 15 gold.
Yeah, I still have mine too.
I have 10 gold.
And I think we put in that you have 15 tickets, I think, because you originally
I
had
currently
20
have
you
15
spent.
tickets.
Yeah, I never gave away my gold to swap exchange for tickets.
I mean, there's all sorts of games you can play around the Revelia to get more tickets, and there's, of course, the Flop House, the casino, where you could get more tickets. If y'all find you're short on the tickets.
True. Let me see how this works really quick here. I am going to go ahead and there's always been on his side a weapon he's never used just hanging, and you get the feeling it's a symbol of office. But with a class, you realize that it's not really something part of office if he's reaching for it. And he'll pop off a warhammer, Fey warhammer, and he'll place it on the table, and then he'll write on a piece of paper and hand it to him. It changes with the day.
Ooh, interesting. Let me just look up. Is a warhammer a simple or martial weapon?
Marshall.
I believe.
Marshall.
Martial? Let's see. For that, I'll knock down 10 tickets. Well, it also changes. Let's say 12 tickets from the price. So that
Gives Watcher 2 tickets.
See you at.
I nod in agreement, and I hand him the 8 tickets.
All right, and you are now the proud owner of a Amulet of Devotion +1. You will have to take the time to attune to that, but he won't mind. He'll allow you to hang in here for a little bit and attune while he's fixing up the shop. And as you attune, the symbol shifts in your hands to look more like a symbol that you would be using.
All right, so what this will look is a circle with a silvery, beautiful fairy queen on the top, going down into a bronzish fairy man, like she's reaching down to him, and then the fairy man is reaching up towards her.
Aww.
With a beautiful piece of insert Fey stone here, because I don't know the Feywild's gemstones that much, in the center.
Fair.
Let's see a diamond.
Yeah, I could see that.
I figured it'd be something more along the lines of like opal or something that's like.
Oh, opal's perfect. Yeah. A rainbow
Yeah,
opal. There we go.
I think rainbow opal is better. I was thinking an emerald, but rainbow opal makes a lot more sense, honestly.
I was thinking like it's the Feywild. Iridescent would be the name of the game, not Clarity.
True.
Star sapphire.
Ooh, actually, those are beautiful.
That's my favorite gemstone too.
Nice.
That's a good choice.
Yes,
That's a
it is.
very good stone.
Nice. Red Cat thinks about it for a second. Well, as much as I do like those gloves, let's see if we can do a little bartering. How much could you knock off if I give you this? And he just kind of saunters up and gives him or lays out his old leather armor on the table.
Alright, let's see. That would be a light armor. He looks it over for a little bit. Let's say 10 red tickets cut off.
So total of 10. Alright. Alright. And Red will give him the armor and 10 red tickets in exchange for the gloves.
Alright, you are now the proud owner of some gloves of thievery.
Are there any other magical items?
Yes, he also has the boots of false track still and the hat of vermin. It doesn't look like he was able to sell them off yet.
The hat of vermin is basically like a magician's hat, correct?
Pretty much. You
Okay.
pull it out and you pop out either a bat, a frog, or a rat that you don't control, but it does summon them.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure I remember that one right.
That also reminds me, I forget, which one of you has the magician's hat that has all of the cool stuff in it?
I believe that was either Lilith or Red.
I don't have it.
I don't recall adding that to my inventory, but I guess.
So I'll just show that magician's marvelous top hat again. So you can see what is in it and what can potentially be pulled from it whenever you do pull from it.
Because I want to say it was, I think Snacc pulled it but gave it to someone else.
Yeah.
I could be wrong on that one.
Yeah, I do remember. Yeah, it was Snacc that took it. Does Snacc
Yeah.
have it? Or...
I was gonna say, I remember Snacc was given it, but I could have sworn that Snacc gave it to someone.
Nobody gave it.
Or am I wrong, Snacc?
I don't have it.
So he must have given it to one of you, and I thought one of you might have attuned to it.
Yeah, I could have sworn it was either Lilith or Red that got it. I want to say it was Lilith because, you know, the whole showmanship thing.
Chaco?
Say you,
Once again, I
Chaco.
could be wrong.
Hey, look at that. Number 8 is a schnozling.
Hmm.
Although,
Only we could use that for something.
if only. Although, to be fair, that's a, what, 8 in 20 chance of you pulling that out?
Yeah, it's a roll with dice. Why not?
It's not as bad as, like, pulling a random card from the deck of many things, but, I mean, there's some not great stuff in here. And some
I'll
really
be
great
honest,
stuff.
I'm probably sure I'd much rather take anything out of the hat over doing a random pull from the deck of many things.
Oh, 100%.
The funniest thing is that this is the one time in any D&D game I've ever played where I want a natural 1.
Yeah? One is amazing.
The one time where 1 is actually a good thing.
What's one?
A potion, a supreme potion of healing.
I mean, a lot of the things on there is not bad.
True. Most of them are good, honestly. The schnozzling, you could argue, is bad because it might attack you once you pull it. However, that also is a solution to one of your problems if you go over to Olga and say, "Oh, and I gotta give you the schnozzling. I'm just gonna throw it out and you can take it."
We just take the hat over to Olga.
Yes, give it here, yes, it's fine.
That's when we just go to Olga and just keep pulling into the
Yo,
hat.
just give her the hat and tell her to keep pulling it up until a schnozzling pops out. Free schnozzling.
Yeah,
I was
but
like,
you
oh,
don't
let's
design it.
see. Oh, there's a rabbit. There's a vial. Oh, there's this rock, and she just casually throws out the diamond.
Yeah, you don't get the diamond back.
Your snap. Ah! Dang it! Mousetrap! Ah!
No, that's right. We did give it to Lilith because of the diamond. Because you Watcher.
That's right.
Oh, wait, did we end up giving it to Watcher because of the diamond?
I think so, actually.
Right, so...
Rabbit, do you remember getting that?
One of us has it. Maybe it was me. Let's just say it was me.
Alright.
I'm 90% sure it was Rabbit, because I don't remember them even offering it to Argyle.
Okay, so with him attuning to the symbol of devotion and being attuned to the top hat, that's 2 attuned items that you currently have. And if you really want to, you could start trying to pull stuff out of the hat to see if you can get yourself one of the things you need. Or you could wait till you go over to Olga to do that bit.
I say wait until we go to Olga.
Or you could just...
We're going for the Snodgeling. I'd say being closer to where we're needing to use it sounds wiser.
True, but you could also, because it's pure random chance to draw it, there is still the souvenir shop nearby if you don't want to just risk it to pure random chance.
True.
No, we hand that off to that bitch and bada bam. Here it is. Also a bunch of other things on the house.
Hey, do you need a silver sword? Here you go. I know you want that schnozzling, but you know what? This is one of the things I pulled out, so you just take that.
All right. So. That's a good question.
Snap looks at the party. Guys.
Yes.
Yes.
So, if
Oh,
you
heck
guys
no.
happen to see a lady that looks like me and a man that looks like me, but the lady has purple hairs, blue eyes, and the man has white hair and purple eyes. If you see them, don't let them kill you.
That's
Inside.
specific.
Watcher gives a firm smile.
Yeah, like, Argyle's going to immediately be like, what the fuck do you mean by that?
I mean, to be fair, you don't really want anybody killing you.
You're right.
True, that is the ideal
That is a
situation.
very valid point, yes.
So, Lilith incited you with a 12. Are you trying to hide anything, Snacc, or are you just, you know, Just
Snapping
saying.
it up.
No, I'm not trying to hide anything.
All right.
He's being sincere about this.
She squints. Well, why are you telling us this now?
Heckna might be bringing the people that are looking for me, that are trying to kill me, and probably anybody associated with me.
Snacc. He just looks at the boy. Let them try.
And if we happen to kill them, Heckna might leave us alone about the stake.
That he won't.
He definitely won't, but it just means there's more people off your back and less people that we have to deal with.
True. Snacc smiles.
And plus, think of it this way. You know how capable we are. We're not trapped in here with them. They're trapped in here with us.
I do like that mentality.
You see why I'm hanging out with this crew. They're rather fun.
They burned
Oh,
them.
indeed.
They burned down my village. I will kill them if I have to.
Well,
How
that
slow
was,
and painful do you want it?
As he sets his drill to modular speed.
Well, don't forget. Watcher may not have seen what happened. Snacc certainly saw what happened during the riddle show.
It's true.
Snacc has a little
Oh.
psychotic smile on his face looking at you, Cardet. Very painful.
Oh, and another thing, don't forget. If you can think it, I can build it. Anything.
now
Is an
that
option.
I can vouch for readily.
Stack's like, hey, I might be bringing in here, bringing some people in here that might want to kill us. Shame.
That's a
Exactly.
shotgun. Shame.
Exactly.
It's like, this is not gonna be a bad, or this is not gonna be a good thing. Is that a promise?
There are people that are after to kill us. You promise? Have we become the F-22 Raptors?
I get that.
God has mercy on him.
But Snacc will
If
the
anybody,
information.
Artificer will become the A20 Warhog.
But Snacc will withhold the information about this other part of the information with the stick.
Yep.
Sure did.
Well,
Might as well let you all know. As Cardiff already does because he was in the room. I gave Heckna my hand. And outright told him no. I will not help him out. And in exchange, he promised me specifically, he points to Lilith, Red, Snacc, and actually I guess Cardiff will be the other one. You four would not receive any punishment for that decision. Unfortunately, I couldn't get that deal with you, Watcher, as he feels that be in a weird way cheating at your game.
Watcher looks at you and just idly points at the longbow slung around his shoulder and then just twirls a fey arrow in his arm, just between his fingers.
That's
Shame.
fair. But I'm just glad that I was able to tell him, and it buy us I might have bought us a little bit of time with that particular demand.
He nods.
But Brad, in the pose that he hasn't done in a little bit, will do the pose where he just kind of cups his right arm and his right chin and thumb just kind of caress each other for a moment as he just thinks about, well, I suppose it's something we could take advantage of. Thanks for that, Argyle.
Between us, and I'm fairly certain this won't leave this room. I wasn't gonna say yes regardless.
Figured as much.
But I was playing along there that night, especially to make sure that I could get something out of it, because I may not know much about Fae, but one thing I do know is you never strike a deal with them that's one-sided. No offense once again to you, Watcher.
He gives an idle hand wave.
But yeah, I was just trying to save us as much as we can, especially what we're trying to do. And if nothing else, I just bought us a little bit of time. But we should definitely make it look like we're still trying to play his version of the game, right?
Oh, without a doubt.
Watcher nods.
Well,
Let's be honest, at this point, I don't think any of us has any reason to work for him.
no. Brett kind of does that thing where he just kind of, as he thinks about it, he just kind of bounces his head back and forth to the left and right. Just, oh, almost. But it's not worth it. But don't worry about it. Speaking of the game, shall we continue onward?
Watcher will stand up from being cross-legged. Dust himself off and just stand at your side.
Alright.
Alright. Well, around the corner, I guess. As Red will just kind of look over to the lock.
Real quick, can Kardak insight Red in regards to what he says? Well, almost. Would you permit that?
Sure.
Alright. Roll that insight.
Let's see here. Insight. Going to be 6.
So, what would you like to give him for a 6?
Oh, for a 6? You think that there might have been an offer, but at the same time, it probably didn't go anywhere. As far as the intentions of the offer, you're not sure.
Okay. Kardak will just look to Red, shrug his shoulders, and look to everyone else.
So, next stop, souvenir shop.
Next stop, souvenir shop.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
No, don't worry about it.
Apparently they found the body.
So you make your way into the souvenir shop, and Magnanimo turns and they see you. And you know what? Because I don't believe Xell was here to see Magnanimo, though you've been around here, you might have come into the souvenir shop once or twice. Behold, the definitely one person Magnanimo.
I'm sorry, like I know I've seen them before, but it's still like that's it's the Kid Trunks and Gotenks scene.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's just there's an additional body in between them.
I think I was in the context. Let's see.
So,
3 kobolds in a trench coat.
yes. So they turn around and see you and go, ah, you! Pointing at Watcher. Last time you came here, I mean, you gave us a lot of candy, but it was all bland. And we gave away one of our best toys, too. Feel gypped.
I will draw something. I will write something in my book in just a mash of gobbledygook and common that says, "My apologies. I'm a fairy. I don't know your flavors as well as I thought I did."
You'd like at least some more candy, like good candy.
I will write in my book. What is good candy to you?
They think about it for a second. We want 3 Gertrude Wonderments.
I'll look back to everybody and just hold up what I wrote. Shrug.
Did you just go like, huh? Thinks about it, just writes down the word shrug in the book.
No, you look up and then just in his wintry form, he just shrug.
I'm sorry, just the fact that my brain went to, oh, you just wrote down the book shrug. I was like, I'm not sure why I thought that.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't write like IDM.
So, if we give you 3 Gertrude Wonderments, can we get a Snouchling kit?
No. The 3 Gertrude Wonderments are to make up for the bland candy. Blandy, if you will.
And what do you want for the Snozzling kit?
8 red tickets.
Oh. I mean, I have no objection to that.
Alright. Do you put the tickets on the table?
Yeah, I'll put 8. I'm down to 10.
Alright. They give you a small cardboard box that has a very tiny, harmless schnozzling in it, and a packet of sugar to feed the schnozzling. You need to feed it a spoonful of sugar every 6 hours over the course of 48 hours to let it grow into a full-size schnozzling. It comes with these instructions in the box. It looks like a very tiny spider baby in the box.
He just looks at everyone. I mean, it's temporary anyway. Why not?
God, it makes me think of those toys from way back in the day where you like put them in water and they, after like 2 or 3 days, they grow into like a full-size thing.
Kind
Oh
of.
yeah. Whether it's the like the sponge toys or the sea monkeys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Shrinky Dings or something like that.
Yeah. Let's see.
Would they happen to have any, like, sort of, I guess, scrap parts?
So
It's like a box of scrap, basically.
let
Like
me
wires,
show you
metal.
what they have here at the souvenir shop. That list I just popped up is everything they have. It is a souvenir shop, so they don't have like scrap metal and the like here. But they do have collective souvenir memorabilia, which is all sorts of mugs and plates and spoons and bowls and other various commemorative nonsense. None of it is from the Revelia. As you look at these various knickknacks, you do notice a plate that congratulates for a politician's firing. It's a little odd. It says, "Thank God that asshole's gone."
Snacc walks up to the trench coat.
Mm-hmm.
Magnanimo.
Magnanimo.
He gives him a death glare as he reaches in his bag with holding and pulls out 3 crystals of wonderment and put them on the table.
They take them individually and begin just devouring them. The head of Magnanimo goes, "Thank you."
Crazy frothing.
Yeah. Cookie crumbs, spittle, and something else just fly all over the place. You don't want to know, and you just sort of get out of there.
Have you ever seen a wood chipper? It's basically like that.
Pretty much.
A wood chipper, but wetter.
Like, it makes the same sound as he's eating, too. It's weird.
Mm.
I will make sure you guys are in the ring. As he walks away.
Be nice.
Right, so last things on the list for you are the creepy crawlies, the fireball shot, and the amalgamation horns or hooves.
Well, I believe at this point, Red Bucat turned a little. Well, you said you wanted to blow off some steam, right?
Indeed.
Oh, you can go ahead and do that to the hit me Heckna. Maybe I'll head over to the Dead Ringer and see if I can get some tickets, and perhaps see if there are any creepy crawlies over there. Whether they're alive or dead, perhaps. Maybe it'd be easier to get some dead ones over there. I'm not sure how long they tend to last over there.
Why not? I'll join you on that. I could definitely use some entertainment.
I'll go with Lilith.
Alright. So we'll put y'all in the center here. And we'll go to the Hit Me Heckna first. Inamina's swinging her hammer around and goes, "Oh, hey, if it isn't some of my favorite customers. Ready to take a swing?"
Yep. We've had a bit of a rough couple of days. Need to blow off some steam.
Big time.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry to hear that, but hey. She'll hold the handle of the hammer towards you. That's what this place is about.
So let's grab the hammer and here we go. Strength in a way, or was it we were doing athletics, right?
I believe so. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure it is in fact athletics.
All right.
The midway. Blaster, Dead Ringer. There you are. Yep, athletics check.
Oof.
Yeah, that doesn't get too far off the ground. That was just a warm-up.
She nods. God damn it.
Ooh, yeah, that one doesn't even really go off the puck. You go to try and swing.
She didn't even hit that. She just hit the ground.
Yeah, I was gonna say. You swing with all your might, and a giant cloud of dust gets launched up. Whew. Need to coordinate a bit better there. You're not kidding about being off your funk right now, huh?
Seems not. We'll give it one more go. There we go, 15.
So that's not going to get you to the top, but it does get you pretty high on the bar. That's better. Not quite what we're shooting for, but hey.
Alright, we'll do one more now. Ah!
Nah, once again, you whiff your shot completely.
We'll get it right one of these days. I'll do one more, and then I'll hand it off to Snacc. There we go, 17.
17, you're one shy of what you needed. It almost hits the bell, and then it slides back down. Ooh, tough luck.
Alright, she'll just look over. Snacc, you might be better at this than me.
Snacc walks up and grabs the hammer.
Alright.
With how many arms?
All 6.
They sort of like flail around for a little bit, but eventually you get them all to concentrate on holding the hammer. Oh, you look a little different from last time. You do something with your hair?
Yeah, as he swings.
Ding! As these tickets fall down to the ground. Wow! Whew! Man, you really improved. No more punching, huh?
Oh, I can still punch, but this is more. Might as well just do it this way.
Alright, well, there's 3 tickets. If you'd like to go against me, Snacc, that'll be 2 of those 3, and we'll see who can hit that bell.
Sure.
Right. First up is Inamina, and unfortunately she doesn't quite make it. Whew, guess I need to warm up too. Well, that's a deadlock, so tell you what, we'll give it another try. Both warming up again.
Double or nothing.
That is a natural 1. Yeah, what the hell. Ding! She just sort of stares up at it, looks at you, back up to the bell, and hands you 10 tickets.
Hot damn, son. You got him.
Sure.
I go.
I don't remember if anybody else came with us, so we'll look to any other people that we have. Just be like anyone else.
Argyle grabs it. Yeah, I say I can use some stress relief.
All right, big man. Let's see what you got.
$19.
19, you hit that bell. Ding! And once again, 3 tickets come down. Ina takes the hammer back. All right. So want to go for the competition?
Is the sky black right now?
She looks up. It is indeed. And she swings at the point. Ah, not quite good enough. Ina's off her game tonight. Ding! Well, here's your 5 tickets. I don't know why I'm so off tonight. Dang.
I'm at 15.
Watcher will scribble in his book and show it to her. Something wrong?
No, it's... I don't know. Maybe I didn't get enough sleep or something. Oh, well. That's the way it crumbles sometimes, I suppose.
He'll shrug. And then he'll go back to leaning up against a tent pole.
Right. And now we head on over across the way to the Dead Ringer.
Alright, we'll start off with a couple of games and then we'll kind of ease into the conversation.
All right.
So, first red ticket. Yeah, I go. So that's 1, 2, 3. Ticket back. 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 8, 9. That's 2, 10.
All
So
right.
I net gain 2. And
Right.
then go with the second round. 9. Alright, here we go. Nope. Wrong. Here we are. Wow, okay, so 1, got my ticket back.
Nice.
2, 3, net 1, 4, 5, 6, net 2, 7, 8, 9, 10. So another net 2.
All right, not too bad.
Alright, and as Red's just kind of taking his time hucking out there, I'm trying to remember, has the attendants of the Dead Ringer introduced themselves? Because it's been a long time.
I think she did. Or you came here with Heckna and he said her name. Her name is Swolston.
Swolston.
Swoleston. Pronouns she, her. She is a dwarf.
Say, Swolston.
Hmm? Ready for another
I don't
go?
suppose you have any creepy crawlies laying around that may that you people need to part with, either alive or dead.
I
Weird question, I
mean,
know.
she looks at the hands on the board, looks at you, gestures to the hands. I mean, I suppose...
Well, can you spare them, I guess?
I suppose I could. I will need some tickets so I can be reimbursed. I'm gonna have to go to Sophie to get more. You know what I mean? And as she's saying that, one of the hands breaks free and pops off. Oh, god damn it, I'm trying to negotiate here, you bastard! And the hand jumps off and goes to attack you. So...
Okay.
Let's bring over to there. Let me put a hand in. I don't think you would
Put a
be on your
hand.
mouse. Haha. Creepy crawly. Where are you? There we go.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Who all went where?
So, we had Lilith, Snacc, and Argyle were over by the Heckna, which is across the way, so, like, I'm probably gonna have to move you around a little bit while I get this properly set up.
All I'm gonna say is, if Red is by it would have been going off by himself, Kardak would have said something and been like, that sounds like a bad idea.
That's fair.
So,
If no one else would have gone with him, Kardak
Well,
would have.
if I saw Red walking, I probably would have kicked off the tent pole and followed. It's not too far from the Hit Me Heckna anyway.
yeah, I'll, if I look at the midway, I think I do have a... Oh, wait, yeah, hold on. I have a map for the midway. I could just have put you all there. Duh.
They're here now.
Yeah. Well, I'll use the midway as an example, so I can set you guys up properly. Let's see. Where are you? I actually don't have it. Okay. It's a little odd it's not labeled, but that's fine. Oh no, there we go. So let's see. Different paths, I can do that. Okay, so that wouldn't have worked. So yeah, I'd say that's approximately right. I don't know where you guys would have your mounts and where Kardak would be in the groups. Did you want to hang out with Red or go with the Hit Me Heckna group?
I probably went with Red if no one else would have.
Alright. And...
It sounds like Watcher would have. Watcher would go with him.
Mm-hmm.
You cut out a little bit there for me. I don't know if that was just me on my end, though.
No, that was
yeah.
on me too.
I got that. 1 second.
Right, and now... Turn order.
How's this?
Okay. Better.
That's better.
Much better.
Now, considering...
So, Karnak would have went with red if Watcher didn't, but if Watcher was going to go with red, then he would...
Okay, then I'll just have you over by Argyle then, since Watcher's already over there.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know what, I'll put
Do
Inamita
Argyle?
on the map, but she's not going to interact with the, creepy crawly. Considering what level you're all at, you're probably going to ace this really well, but everyone roll for initiative.
Okay.
Oh shoot. Do I not have her proper...
Initiative. Come in.
Let me find my... There it is. 20.
Alright. Okay, so... let's put you in descending order. Argyle would be first. Ooh. So yeah, Argyle, you heard something snap and break, and you turn and see that there's a creepy crawly attacking. What are you gonna do?
Guys, I think fun is over. Hey, he's gonna point over there and run over to Ironheart or Fireheart and start trying to ride this ride this way. How far can I ride with my mount?
I mean, are you?
Or would that
That
still
is-
count as a single movement?
I mean, I think
That's my mount. That your mount's down here.
yeah.
Okay, so
Also,
I'm gonna move it. Like, yeah, I'm gonna.
are you sure you
Like-
want to ride that way? You could probably just make it over to there. Let me measure it out, actually.
Oh, actually, I was right here.
Okay, so yeah, like... okay, actually, no, you would need to dash to properly make it over there.
Yeah, because I only have 30 feet of movement, so I can get to my mount and then use the action to get over there.
Yeah, I'd allow that. Also, I'm going to move him down a little bit because he'd be more going for red. So, there we go.
So how far can I move with the mount?
So, the mounts can move, I believe it's 50 feet. Let me just double check that one more time. No, 60 feet. So you can move the two of you over there. However, you're not a cavalier, so I don't know if there's disadvantages to attacking while on a mount or not.
Well, I wasn't gonna attack. I was just gonna get over there.
Oh, fair enough.
He's just gonna move right here. And dismount right here.
All right.
So he's in range and he can attack next turn.
Okay, Watcher.
Actually-
Oops, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, next turn.
All right, so, Watcher, it is your turn.
All right. Let's see. It's just the one.
It is just the one that pried itself free at that moment.
Okay. All right. Oh, I have to change the spell DC. This is a 16
Hmm.
because of the devotion amulet.
And that is a 20.
Ah, well, piss fuck. All right.
This
Nope,
hand is
that's it for me.
dodgy.
It's a dodgy little bastard.
Snacc.
Spending one key point. Step of the wind.
Okay.
My movement speed is now 80. I'm dashing. That's bonus action.
Above game, apologies since I forgot to roll my initiative.
Oh, okay. So you have a
That
4.
keep me right here in front of Watcher.
All right.
Snacc looks down at it and smiles as Fire Punch.
All right.
6 hits are better than 1, motherfucker.
That'll
Let's go.
hit.
For 5 fire damage.
All right. -5.
And then another Fire Punch. 19.
That'll hit.
For 6 fire damage.
All right. How do you want to kill it? Or were you trying to do non-lethal? Although you're fire punching, you do lethal. Never mind. Turns out, monk hands versus normal hands. Monk hands win. Who'd have thought?
Snacc will grab it and put it in his bag and walk away.
Hey! You could pay me for that. It's one of mine.
Finders keepers.
I could. Red just kind of looks at her and says, "Well, I suppose that's something we can work out. How much?
5 red tickets.
How many?
5.
5 red tickets.
Now, you do need 2.
Loth will look at her. To be fair, it did attack us. In a way, we did you a favor, so maybe just this once you can give us a pass.
Fine. Do you need any more? You can pay me 5 tickets for another one.
Sure, I'll take one more. As Red will give her 5 tickets.
And she hands you a creepy crawly that is stuck to a board. There you go. It might pry itself free, so you're probably gonna watch for that.
Well, he'll just kind of reach into his pack and he'll grab some string. And he's actually gonna tie the string closer to the stump of the hand. Just to tie it to the board.
Its fingers start wiggling and it tries to, pry its wrist free as best it can, but you manage to... You know what? Roll sleight of hand.
Oh, good. I have a +10 for this now.
Yeah, you should be... You still got a nat 1.
Jesus Christ!
God damn. So...
Wish I had a move that lets you reroll.
So while you're trying to tie it down, the wiggling makes it a little more difficult than you intended. And you struggle. You feel like you could definitely do a much better job than this, considering the current target of the tying.
I'm sorry, I've never had this much.
Thank you.
Snacc looks at the hand. You saw what I did with your friend. Don't make me make you an example too.
Roll intimidation on the hand. I love
Advantage?
D&D. No, just a flat.
Nat 20.
Never mind that. The hand just sort of calms down and droops.
Jesus Lord.
So, you can now tie the hand with advantage, Red.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's a 16.
Alright, now it's much more secure. You get a good feeling that it's probably not going to move anytime soon.
Man, just to go to heaven or hell literally on that one, it's natural 1. This side of the hand, that. Snacc just gets a natural 20 for intimidation. What were the odds of that? Oh, yeah, 1 in 6, because you compare how many arms Snacc has compared to the Crawley.
It's true.
By
the way, Snacc, just roll me a random, just a regular punch. Really quick.
Oh, no.
Okay, so you notice a little too late that your hand is, one of your 6 arms is swinging at Watcher, but Watcher manages to notice it in time and step out of the way.
Hot
Sorry.
damn yes.
Sorry, still don't have control over them.
He just like leans to his side and just gives you a look. And then shakes his head and continues on his way.
Before we leave, Olaf wants to take a shot at the Dead Ringer.
All right, and for you, since you are not trained in sleight of hand, that is D6s.
Alright, 2d6.
And that is 1 ticket for a try. Let's see how you roll.
1, 2, 3. Break even.
Next.
Plus 1. 6, 7, 8. Plus 2. Alright, plus 2.
All right. Excuse me. All right, all right. So, all that's left for you to get is the horns or hooves and a fireball shot. Unless, someone wanted to donate that from somewhere, but where would they have gotten that from?
Above game, we don't know.
Exactly.
The only
no
one
one
who
knows.
The only one who knows is Watcher.
Hey, Draco.
Mm-hmm.
By chance, did you decide to put in that dice game that I showed you?
Oh, no, I didn't yet.
Damn. Okay, never mind then.
Alright, time to go to the petting zoo.
Like I say, if you had added that in, Karnak would have wanted to go play.
Right, so, gonna go straight to the petting zoo or stop at the food court to get a fireball shot and then the food court?
Actually, yeah, I think the food court first because it's closer.
There. All right. And I imagine you're gonna go straight to Felix's shop.
Yep.
Oh, hello again. What can I do for you?
Yes, one fireball shot, please.
All right. And he gets a nice little glass for you, pours out the fireball shot. That'll be 15 red tickets.
Ah. As, Red just kind of looks down, it's like, well, I'm not sure if I have quite enough. Would any of you be willing to help? As, Red just kind of looks over to everyone.
And here is Felix, by the way.
Snacc puts down 15 tickets.
All right. And he will happily take those and hand you your new shot.
Give the shot to Snacc, since he paid for it.
Put it in the bag.
Puts it in the bag.
Yeah, it might
Put
slip.
the money
Okay.
in the box.
All right, and now for the very last thing on your list. That one's a bit of a walk. Well, you're on mounts. It is not that far a walk. And let me take a quick look-see at my stuff, because I'm probably going to be rolling an encounter for you. I know, after the hand encounter that was so harrowing, another encounter, oof.
Oof, boy.
I know, right?
Snacc JoJo poses above the enemy.
Let's see.
Yada yada does a.
So,
Zawaldo.
as you're walking, a clown walks up to you with a bag of popcorn. Here you go, free popcorn on the house! And he just sort of wanders off.
Okay, so everyone is thinking the same thing, right?
Yep.
In the trash.
And that can glows red as he looks towards the clown.
It's already run off by the time you're prepped.
Man, it's like they know.
I will kill him next. Carries around evil.
Watcher makes a gesture to ready a spell, then realizes we're throwing it away, and then he goes, okay, perfect. That's exactly what we should be doing. And he walks.
Good. Anyways.
Yeah, just like, yes. Anyway.
Like above game, popcorn is delicious, and it's one of the more healthy snacks you can have. In game, no one likes popcorn anymore.
For some reason, people just don't like popcorn, and golly, I can't imagine why.
After the incident.
After the incident.
The incident.
They were in my
yes.
Room incident.
They were in my insides.
Oh, yes, the incident.
Right. And, alright, I have to roll for her, don't I?
More traumatized than everybody else as he ate them.
Yeah? Let's find the petting zoo. Where are you? Actually, I think it is the midway where it would be.
Kardak just pulls out some jerky and munches on it. Nope, that's Sean. That's the naughty corner. There we go. I found the petting zoo, and I just have to roll what she's got out at the moment. Remember, it is 1 red ticket to enter the petting zoo. But it is 24 hours you're allowed to be in the petting zoo after doing that ticket, so, you know.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm rolling a d10. That's 4. Wait, really? Okay. And 6. I have to roll a d3. So, as you come to the petting zoo, you notice that there's 2, like, smallish tanks with arms aplenty in them that are just sort of hanging out, as well as... Let's see, /roll 1d3. If it'll go through. 2 donkey amalgamations that are sort of wandering around. And you see the proprietor here, the shepherd. Oh, welcome back. It's been a while.
Hi, Shepherd.
It's good to see you all again. Well, if you'd like to pay the ticket, let me introduce you to who I have out today.
Kardak's gonna wait outside the petting zoo.
Is Bosco here?
No, Bosco isn't in this time. Now we have Squiggles. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I'm going to join Kardak because,
Argyle would also join, or would see, or Kardak, or stay behind.
No, my reasoning is because Shepard was nice. I'm Winter. I don't want them to go ahead and understand how much of a dick a Winterface is.
Considering what we're here for, Kardak doesn't see the reason for all of us to necessarily go in.
It's fair.
You know what? I said out the last time I'll go in with Snacc.
Alright, so she brings you in and she introduces you to Squiggles, the Arms of Plenty. He is a pink Arms of Plenty. And, you know, he has a thing for tickling people. She thinks about it sometimes a little too hard. And you notice as one of Squiggles' tentacles come close. These are guests. Sort of droops down a little bit. Oh, and over here, we have... Let's see, I already used the one I really wanted to use. I kind of want to say Flexo. Flexo, the Arms of Plenty.
Flexo! Good name. Strong name.
Yeah. He's orange. And as his name suggests, he likes flexing his arms, trying to look tough, Shepherd thinks. You know,
I look at Snacc's extra appendages as one of them trying to flex in response.
oh, absolutely.
They're having a bit of a flex off. And over here, we have Daisy and Lilac, the two donkey amalgamations. They're besties. They always love coming out together.
Question for you, Shepard. Just out of curiosity, I mean, given your line of work for some of the more unruly members, do you know if you happen to have any loose horns laying around that you don't need to necessarily hold on to?
Or hooves.
You know, about a year ago, Daisy, she got a little rambunctious and did trample someone a little while ago, and that broke her hooves on his shield, because obviously he's trying to defend himself fairly. Got a little too friendly, and her hoof broke off. She's healed now, of course. I could probably look around to see if I still have the bit of hoof hanging around.
Oh, sure.
And she looks at the two donkey amalgamations. Now be nice, ladies, to our new guests. And she wanders off in a tent, and they look at you menacingly.
Red's going to attempt to look back just as menacingly and scare them.
As someone who has been around donkeys, do not do that.
That is a very horrible idea to do.
They are very cocky motherfuckers when they want to be.
Well, Red doesn't know that, so he's gonna do it.
Okay, I'm gonna say roll with disadvantage.
Snacc would do it too.
Okay, flat roll then, if the two of you are working together.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just do a flat intimidation check. Soft 20.
Okay. And let me grab them. Let's see. They don't have... I guess we'll start with them trying to intimidate you back with charisma. Nope. Wisdom. They snort. And sort of move a little bit away from you.
We showed them.
Red will say draconic. Smart asses.
Snacc requires that. You're not wrong.
Lilith will do the exact opposite. I'm gonna go ahead and... She's just gonna use prestidigitation and basically, like, try to, instead of look intimidating, try to look as, like, friendly as possible. Like, sparkles around her, she's got a big smile on her face, and all that good stuff.
I think it would apply. Roll animal handling.
18.
Right. Daisy comes up to you, giving a wide berth to Red and Snacc.
She'll give Daisy a little pat on the head and a little like kind of like ruffling her mane and stuff.
Oh yes, the mane with all the spikes on it. If I recall.
No, that's the zebra. The donkey has horrifying teeth and 8 eyes. And extra legs. And tails.
Remember the one we had to get back in the cage?
Yeah.
God just fucked this thing up.
No. God had nothing to do with this.
Doing. These are not God's doing. These are not God's creation.
They're Sophie's.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the Chandler of Flesh's creation. But you know what? I did set this up on the battle map. I can just remind you what they look like. You know,
Oh yeah. Yeah, double ER.
look at how sweet she looks. Come on.
Lilith just looks at them and says, "I've seen worse."
Nah, Snac's not stronger now. I'm ready to fuck Donkey up this time.
Shepherd comes back with the hoof, and she looks, seeing you pet Daisy. Aww! Daisy, you made a new friend! Oh, here, I found what you were looking for, and she hands the hoof over to Lilith
Yep, she'll take it.
with a pleasant smile. I do hope you all come back to say hi to all my other animal friends.
Of course, we will make excellent time, especially with a person as wonderful as you, Shepherd.
Oh, shucks.
Until next time we meet.
Till next time. And
Lilith will give Daisy kind of like a very like quick and nice like goodbye pat.
And she lets out a snort and clops her hoof once. You get the feeling she's sort of saying goodbye too. Oh yeah, and I forgot to put these guys in.
As they're walking, Lilith just looks at Reddit and says, "I don't know what you guys are talking about. It seems all right to me."
It's hard to trust them, I'll admit. Given how many times they've attacked us.
I guess I'm just good with animals.
You may be channeling into your inner flame with that after all. So Fred just kind of looks over.
I mean, I do have my blood origins in the Hells, and considering looks back at Daisy, considering their makeup. But like I said, I've seen a lot worse.
All right. And with that, you have all of the pieces that you need. And I think this is a good time for us to take a quick break to stretch our water, drink our legs.
Yeah, nah, nice.
Let's all go to the lobby.
You got
Let's all go to the lobby.
Let's go to the lobby. Grab ourselves a treat.
So off topic, I just recently found out there's a drive-in here in Fort Worth, and I'm kind of hoping that if I go, they play that.
Huh.
Oh, that's man, and go there.
We have a few up in my neck of the woods, but I've never been.
I don't think
I recommend it because, like, going to a drive-in movie is probably one of the most fun things you can do. Honestly,
I don't think I've ever gone to a drive-through. Ever.
I know.
Drive-ins are fun because if you want to, you can bring an ice chest full of drinks, snacks of your own choosing, and it's actually almost cheaper than to go to an actual movie theater.
Huh.
yeah, because sometimes they charge you by the carload, which means if you wanted to cram 8 people into a into a minivan, you could do that.
Huh.
I'm speaking from experience on that one.
Right.
I remember hiding under the blanket.
Yeah, like we had the 6 people in the car, and then we had 2 people hiding in the trunk.
Alright. I'm gonna go get up. Entertain chat for me while I'm gone.
We'll try.
Where's the popcorn?
Yeah, this is going to be Kardak's first time seeing Watcher change, not changed forms, so he's gonna have questions. Am I all alone?
No, you are not.
I'm gonna say I'm all alone. There's nobody here besides me. My troubles have all gone. There's no one to divide me.
God, just makes me think of that SpongeBob bit.
Makes me think of Shrek. SpongeBob bit are you thinking of? I may ask.
That one. That's from the. I think that's from the future.
Oh,
The
yeah.
episode where Squidward goes to the future.
Mm-hmm. And he, like, travels to, like, the end of time or something like that.
Yeah. And then to caveman.
Mm. SpongeGar and Patar.
Future!
Where everything is chrome. I'll be honest, I don't understand. I never understood why it is that people thought chrome was the future.
Because it's shiny.
I mean, true, but
Yeah, sorry.
for everything to be chrome, that equals the future. I'm like, I've always been like, no, I can't see that. Considering how much we put importance on historical items, I can't see a future where everything's chrome.
I have returned. And I see we were
Welcome
raided.
back. Oh, were we?
Yep. Hey, Lost Knights. How was your stream? How did your D&D session go?
I'm back.
Welcome back.
So, I told you that my boss was like, "Hey, can you? You're gonna come in at 9:30 on Thursday, right?"
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I'm lucky that I'm only going to do it a grind stream. So I'm gonna probably end at around 11:30, so I can go to bed early enough.
Hmm. Oh, I should probably do the whole spiel.
Oh,
because we had a raid. Although I don't know how long ago they came in, I can do the whole thing. Hi, I'm Draco Magnius. I stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Fridays. Gotta do the bit. Right now we're in our own D&D session. Party's collected everything they needed to finish up a little quest that hopefully will get them the intel they need on a heist that they have to pull.
Oh, excuse me.
You're excused.
I'm over here dying from allergies.
Well, don't do that. Stop dying.
Yeah, I don't like it either because, got plans in the next couple of months.
Oop. So, I think we're still waiting on Rabbit. Anybody else still missing?
I'm here.
Okay.
Back.
Go off, King.
I just got my popcorn. Yeah.
Born. Ironic.
Eh.
That is ironic, actually. I didn't think about it.
Are we waiting for Milla then, or is he back?
I don't know.
I don't know. Why did you remove your ship? To make room for the cupcakes. And the jet fuel? To make room for the tuna, duh.
You're quoting something, but I can't remember what it is.
I know he is. I don't remember either.
Is it Invader Zim?
Yep. Draco's got it. 10 points to Draco.
Invader Zim was a great show. How it stayed on the air, I have no idea.
It stayed on the air because kids love gross out humor, especially in the early 2000s.
It's true, but at the same time,
I mean,
remember the organ harvesting episode?
I mean, it's all about Gerd.
Yeah.
We'll say. Gerd kind of held that show together.
I mean, also to be fair, and I'm saying this as a 90s kid, we had different standards for cartoons back in that time because we were still like, it was still the point in time where, it was a weird point in time where like,
We were in between technology.
like our parents, like cartoons that our parents watched were still being like, regularly shown on, well, not like regularly, but were still being shown on TV in like early hours in the morning.
Right.
So you still got a lot of the old Hanna-Barbera stuff, and so certain standards for what kids could and couldn't be allowed to watch at the time were still not as strict as they are nowadays. So cartoons back in that day could get away with a lot more shit than they could now.
That's true.
Like,
I like to put.
I feel
I like
old
to put it
saying
as.
this, but like, you could never have released Invader Zim back or in nowadays.
You couldn't release Invader Zim. You couldn't release Billy and Mandy.
Definitely not
Those-
Ren and Stimpy.
To be fair, those would probably, if those were released nowadays, they'd be like Netflix shows or like streaming on some streaming platform.
Probably. TV,
Yeah,
absolutely not.
that's
Though.
why the new Invader Zim movie only came on Netflix.
I loved the
Yeah.
Invader Zim movie. It was so good.
Man,
Yeah.
I mean,
I like to say when it comes to 90s kids TV, the 90s is basically the last decade of American society taking their fuck it all pills.
yep.
Mm.
I mean, you could also argue the 2000s, but
Yeah.
like once you hit 2010, everything just became so like, you can't do this on TV because everybody will get mad and have a bug up their butt about it.
Yeah.
Once Andrew
People will be
WK showed up
offended.
on Cartoon Network, that's when cartoons changed.
Once what?
Andrew WK showed up on Cartoon Network talking about how they're like, yeah, we can do things other than cartoons on this network.
Then why are you
Nickelodeon
called
did it
Cartoon
first. You're not
Network?
special.
That was so dumb. Hey, I know we're called Cartoon Network, but what if we did something else that wasn't cartoons, huh?
To be fair, Destroy Build Destroy wasn't too bad of a show.
I never really
Sadly,
watched
Cartoon
it.
Network shut down.
But again, like I said, Nick did it first and they did it better.
That's true. Now you get just basically all of Cartoon Network is basically just 4 fucking shows.
Yeah.
All of Cartoon Network is just reruns of Teen Titans Go and
Amazing World of
Gumball, which to be fair, Gumball's a good show. Gumball's a really good show.
Gumball's
It's probably-
fantastic,
Yeah.
actually.
It's probably like
Gumball has some question. I will say this: Gumball has some questionable content in it.
Yeah.
They
Gumball was
secretly
great when I
had
was
Don't
high.
Hug Me, I'm Scared 6. Or You Hug Me, I'm Scared
Go-
7.
Gumball is probably like a good like callback, a good like love letter to like classic cartoons, and I think it's really like the best show Cartoon Network has right now.
Oh yeah, no
When
doubt.
I see a short snippet video of a balloon talking about how important it is to eat vegetables while eating an eggplant through the obvious hole of a balloon, and then someone calls them out on it, it's like, how much of that is an innuendo? Probably the whole damn thing.
Yeah. Like, they even chose the plant associated with that for the bit. There was no doubt in anyone's mind what they were shooting for there.
And
Yeah, it's like,
also the balloon making the face with it.
Mm.
oh yeah, they make it all the faces.
Mm-hmm.
I think my favorite Gumball bit is Gumball's person. I think we all where this is going. So let's just cut to the end.
Again, like the fact that they had the actual the two main producers of Don't Cut Me, I'm Scared come out, and they're like, hey, do whatever you want with, like, this is the premise of the episode, have fun. And they're like, okay.
Cool.
You realize what we do, right? Yes. And that's exactly why we want you.
I'll say this: the change of eras when it comes to Cartoon Network, I want to say happened around Adventure Time and Flapjack.
Yeah.
That is when Cartoon Network changed to.
I'd say
close to
Flapjack before, like Flapjack and Chowder were the last two like cartoons and all that.
Yeah.
I think the drop-off point was a little bit after that, but I would agree in a lot of ways.
Like I sat there and watched. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, honestly, Cartoon Network went downhill when they canceled Young Justice.
Yes.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
quote unquote they canceled a lot of like their shows from that point because quote unquote too many girls were watching it.
Oh.
That made me mad.
Yes,
when they
because girls can't watch those shows. What the fuck? I mean, I fully admit to sitting there, freaking Saturday morning cartoons. I sat there and watched fucking Powerpuff Girls. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Powerpuff Girls is great.
Look, I'll admit, I was a brony at one point.
I was too.
Never got into. No, can't say that myself.
Same.
But they still do make Young Justice. They're on their 4th season now.
Really?
Yeah, now.
Yeah, they revived it. Yeah.
Yeah, they revived it on what, HBO?
I didn't know they
HBO
revived it. I know Animaniacs is back, but I've never watched the new Animaniacs because I don't have Hulu.
Yeah, they brought the new Young Justice back on HBO Max. They're on the 4th season. I think they're about to come out with the 5th one. I need to get caught up on the 4th season.
Look, I'm just gonna say, canceling Young Justice started their downhill period. Uncle, Grandpa, and Teen Titans Go were the nails in the coffin.
I can't agree with Teen Titans Go because of the fact that the creators did it intentionally because of the fans of Teen Titans. I can't knock them for creating Teen Titans Go as a basically like troll to the fans.
See, that
I will give Teen Titans Go this. The one thing I like about the show, the one episode that I actually don't mind about the show, is the episode with, Control Freak, where they actually have, the episode is literally the devs basically going, the show creator basically going, yeah, I know, the original version was better. Nothing we can do about it.
I know exactly which one you're talking about. It's like, yeah, this is what you used to be. We remade you, and we did everything like on purpose.
I'll give Teen Titans Go this. They gave us They gave us new Freakazoid content.
True. Freakazoid
That's
works
right.
really well
yes.
in
Freakazoid
that.
was in.
So,
Like, they gave us
did have Freakazoid in some of the episodes, didn't they?
They had Freakazoid, and they gave us Alex Bernstein as Beetlejuice right after that plague got canceled.
Holy shit! I forgot about those episodes.
I didn't know
God,
about
speaking of
Beetlejuice.
things that need to be rebooted.
They won't. Maybe Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice I could see.
The Beetlejuice play actually is back in Broadway because the fans literally brought it back.
Good.
They're also making a new Beetlejuice movie.
Yep. In fact, one sec.
I didn't know about the movie.
Are they?
That's cool.
I know I saw like kind of fan-made posters and whatnot and like rumors talking about it, but has that actually been confirmed?
That has been confirmed.
Yeah, this is production.
Oh shit! Who's Beetlejuice?
They're bringing back Keaton and they're bringing back Winona Ryder.
Nice.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I'll be honest, I didn't expect that one. Like Beetlejuice is one of my favorite movies and was one of my favorite cartoons. I love that. I love those.
Yeah.
I did too.
I don't
I miss
remember
the
much,
cartoon.
but I do remember loving the Beetlejuice cartoon.
That cartoon
I
had
will
one of the
say that-
best openings ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'll say this. I'm hoping that it was a fan-made thing, but I saw somewhere on probably Facebook that they were going to do a live-action Nightmare Before Christmas thing. And I pray to God that it is fake, because that is my favorite movie of all fucking times. I don't care what others say about it. It is a classic, and the music is fucking phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
Talking about fan made thing, I'm not too sure what I found was a fan made. They're thinking about making. What I saw is somebody is might be a fan made. It might not be real. I hope it is real. They're making a live action SWAT cat movie.
I saw that. That was I think a fan made one.
Oh, really? Because I saw that too. I'm like, okay, that would actually be kind of cool.
SWAT cat.
And I actually shared it with my mom because that was like, growing up, that was like mine and her show was SWAT cats.
Aw.
I'll be honest. The one thing I want is I just want a SWAT cat reboot. Like let's just have that show come back.
They have to have the right people to do it.
You want to know what show needs to fucking come back? Megas XLR.
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
Give us the big fucking nerdy mecha show back.
Yeah.
Yes.
I want to have my Jersey Mech show back.
The best part about that is that they had or like the voice cast like played it completely straight.
Yes.
I mean, then there's also Generator Racks and the Secret Saturdays. Those were good.
Those were pretty good. Honestly, I don't think it's gonna happen, but I'd like to see more Invader Zim if we could get that. They've already done the movie. I'm pretty sure they're not gonna do any more Invader Zim content, but I would love more Invader Zim.
Anyway, as much as
I think we're all back, right?
Yeah, I think we're finally
yeah, as
all
much
back.
as a fun trip down memory lane this has been, we have D&D.
Yeah. Well, our Nostalgia Cartoons podcast is over, everyone. Hope you enjoyed that. Let's properly get back into D&D.
Yeah, I'd be down to making that real.
Same.
But let's go in. You have all the pieces you need, so I see no reason why you wouldn't go back to the under construction zone.
Yeah.
Yep. I could roll for something, I suppose.
I was gonna say, does Red want to go gamble?
It's true. I mean, you could go gamble, get more tickets.
That's a little out of the way, but, you know, we do have a mission, so... Sorry, guys. I'm struggling to stay awake.
Oh, no.
That's
He's very tired. It's midnight. We should probably maybe just wrap up and then we can just do this next week.
I figured we would have you guys turn everything in and then maybe get a look at the schematics if you could get her to do that for you and then spend next week planning.
That'll be good.
Sure.
That'll be good then.
All right. So you make your way back, and Olga comes out of her trailer. Ah, welcome back. Did you get everything I needed?
Yes.
She makes grabby hands.
Snap pulls out the horn, the fireball, shot, a little bit crispy hand.
Red will present the other hand. And then also looks over the stack. Oh, don't forget the schnozzling.
And pulls out the snozzing kit.
Alright, let's see. The hand's a little charred, but I can probably make this work.
I mean, you have the other one to go use it too.
Well, I needed 2, but, I can swing this. It's not that big a deal that it's charred. I did say dead or alive, after all.
Mm-hmm.
And Starling's gonna take a bit, but that's okay. I can get started to work on this, but she hands you 2 booklets filled with 25 tickets each, for a total of 50 red tickets. You've absolutely earned this, dears.
Wait, so we're getting 50 tickets total or 50 tickets each?
50 tickets total. Which would be... Someone's gonna have to get 9 tickets, because it's 8.33333 repeating.
Can I get the 9 tickets?
Sure.
Yeah, sure, buddy. You can get the 9 tickets.
Olga grabs all the stuff, and unless somebody stops her, she's going to start getting to work proper.
I'm going to thaumaturgy. Wait a minute. I wasn't here for this deal, so you guys would have to go ahead and handle this yourselves. Yeah, aren't you guys gonna go ahead and take a look at like a schematic or something like that?
Olga?
Yes?
You wouldn't have a schematic of that thing over there as I point towards the Ferris wheel looking thing?
Her eyes light up. The Eye of Heckna! Well, I mean, I do, but I can't just be showing anybody the schematics, although you did help me out. Oh, she puts everything down and she grabs this sheaf of paper that she lays out in front of you, and I'm going to take you to the map so we can go over the Eye of Heckna.
Oh, jeez.
There we go. Alrighty then. So, as you can see, there's approximately 20 cars here that people can ride in. You see this wheel right here? We have people running in there, and that turns the wheel properly. In the center here, this is all stuff you can, of course, see just right out the gate. We have this eye over here that winks open and close. Open and close. And it reveals the power source to the whole dang thing, which is right up in that area. So the wheel's about 80 feet tall. It's a little wobbly because Heckna feels, and I kind of agree, it adds a little thrill to it if you think, oh boy, this might fall, but it doesn't actually ever fall. It's pretty secure in there. If you want to get on the ride, you have to stand right here, and Peepo, who's connected to the ride proper, can tell you about the ride, let you know the times that it takes. It's probably like 2 minutes trip. And after 10 minutes, it clears out, so people After a 10-minute ride, it cycles 5 times, 2 minutes to complete one cycle. As you can see on the back here, there's that ladder right up there. It's a little wobbly. It can only really support 2 creatures, but really I'm the only one who needs to go up there for maintenance, so it doesn't need to hold 2 creatures. But, you know, if I need help holding something or whatever. But to get to that ladder, I have to, like, climb on these, like, metal bits with the cogs, which is a little tough, but, you know, I make do. Of course. Anyway, once you get into this section here, right, as you can see on the schematics and she points, there's a little area back there. That area is about 15 feet across, and the power source is in there. We don't ever really need to change it is the thing, so it's really, really in there. Like, there's a lot of metal scaffolding that keeps it there. It's not getting out. Although, I mean, I suppose you could theoretically try to beat it out, get rid of all that metal scaffolding, and you could just pry it free. But considering, you know, it's an electrical thing, it's probably going to have some kickback to it when you try to pull it. Above game, the eye has scaffolding around it, like I mentioned. It has HP and armor class. So when you do get up there, you're going to have to beat through that.
All Argyle is hearing is, "Oh, it's really fortified. It's also going to shock whoever tries to grab it." And he's just like, "Oh, so it's me that's gonna have to grab this then."
And of course, like, I don't think anyone would, because why on earth would they? But if someone were to, theoretically, I suppose, if we live in a fanciful world here, try to take the power source from the eye, Peepo, if he notices them, can shout and scream and get some help that way. Which is probably not... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Kardak's just sitting there looking over his tools. He was like, electrical wiring, snippers, bolt cutters.
And of course, there's usually people on the ride, so they'd probably be the first responders to help out if anything happened to the eye. They like sitting on there, a few of the clowns. Some people use it as like a little home, stealing snacks from other people, but you know, is what it is. I'm really happy with how this ride works. Like, it's actually one of the safest rides in all the Revelia, if you can believe it.
For now, as he points towards the roller coaster.
She smiles.
Argyle looks over at Kardec. "Are you thinking what I'm thinking, cousin?" In Draconic.
Watcher will thaumaturgy and stamp his foot. You get the loud sound from him stomping his foot is maybe we should not talk to this about somebody with the Revelia right close to us.
No, like it said, he's speaking in his native language, so he knows she probably wouldn't understand.
Oh, okay.
And unfortunately, Xell's muted. Damn it.
No. Xell, you there?
He's dead.
Rip.
He's dead, Jim.
Hate to see it.
Yes, I'm here. Sorry, I was having to take care of something. Sorry.
No worries.
No worry. But yeah, like, Cardiff, Argyle looked over at you and in Draconic just asked, "Are you thinking what I'm thinking, cousin?"
Kardak just looks at him, holding up a pair of snips and like a old-timey crescent wrench, and gives a grin and a wink.
Olga sort of looks at you. I don't know what you said, but it is pretty awesome, huh?
Oh, I was just saying that this is
quite the
such masterful work. Thank you for showing us this.
Oh, no worries. I do like to gush a little bit over my...
You know how much I like to help you on your projects.
I do, and I do appreciate you, dearie. You know, maybe if you talk with Heckna, you might be able to make some rides yourself sometime down the line.
he's not gonna hide this at all. He kind of looks up to the sky, is like, It's like nods his head side to side, is like, maybe.
Well, I suppose only time will tell. Now, I gotta get back to my coaster over there. You all have fun if you want to take a ride on the wheel, of course, it being so dang close. Since you're all excited about it, I'm sure you want to take a ride for yourselves.
What did we agree? What won the naming?
The Coldstone Screamery won the poll.
Oh, okay.
Stone Screamery.
It's my favorite ice cream shop.
Yeah.
But just real quick, Kardak is gonna look to Sasha real quick and have her go out again for just to find some random scraps of metal, wire, and possible leather work. So after session, I'll give you more specific of what he would have told her to be on the lookout for.
Okay. And I'll let you do just a perception check for that. Looking out for stuff. But with that, I think we're going to end the session here. It's time to plan the heist on the Eye of Heckna. How will it go? Will our party get the thingamajig? You'll have to tune in next week to find out.
Indeed.
Now let's start going round the horn. Starting with Hoshi. How you doing tonight? Got anything going on?
I'm doing good. Still trying to work with my sister. But once that gets all settled, we'll be starting streams eventually.
Nice.
Be playing Pokemon Fire Red Team Rocket Edition, which we play a Team Rocket Grunt, and working out the industry. And still,
That's actually a really fun ROM.
You said what?
I said that's a really fun ROM hack.
Ah.
Yeah, I had the demo, and then I realized I had the demo, and I was pissed off because I got cut off while everything was starting to get good.
Oh no.
So now I got the actual full ROM for it, so I really am excited just to see how it's going to end. But most likely I'm going to start over because I can't figure out how to get my save file from the beta over.
Gotcha. All right. Choco, how about you? How you doing? What you got going on?
I'm doing alright. You can find me on Twitter at ChocoZombie11. Tuesdays, you can find me here playing Lobos. Wednesdays, tomorrow, barring any existential circumstances, it looks like we are going to actually be having a session of Power Rangers Cyber Strike. So see me and Daluna tomorrow over on twitch.tv/TwitchThePerson, where I play our Red Ranger Marika Hammond.
All right.
Glad to hear that.
Also, next month, Spider-Man 2 is coming out. I have the day off, and I will probably be streaming it. I might even try to get the Platinum Trophy. Who knows? Tune in.
Good luck with that one.
Good luck. You know, I'm going to change things up a little bit. Milla, how are you doing tonight? What do you have going on?
Oh, well, wake up. Not much really. Man, I kind of spaced out for a second. My apologies.
No worries.
Socials. Twitter, Flaming Bird site, Millaninja Nerd. Blue skies are a lot clearer at Millaninja. Also, you can find me occasionally streaming at Millaninja, and also hopping in at LeJake, where we play through Horror of the Dragon Queen. The battle is ours for now, as we have succeeded in taking the castle, but what lies underneath our heroes will have to encounter. Tune in next week to find out.
Nice. Daluna, what do you have going on?
Hello. Find me on Twitter at Daluna1338, Twitch and YouTube at Daluna13. As Draco, or as Choco said, tomorrow, Power Rangers Cyber Strike on Twitch Person's channel, usually around 1 p.m. CST. Tomorrow night, however, probably, I'd want to say probably about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night. I'm gonna be doing more grinding on my Twitch channel. Just have basically a casual grinding session. May join Draco in for a voice call, maybe not. I'm not sure. But we have to get to level 90. I have 5 Pokemon at level 60 and 1 Pokemon at level 62. We got a little ways to go, so let's go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
Friday, I'm gonna do the same thing actually, because as you guys are aware, like Fridays here on Draco's channel, we usually are going through Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. But on my channel, I'm gonna be basically streaming myself grinding during that part, while I'm watching what Draco's doing on the main thing.
Oh, you're playing a dangerous game there, my friend.
I mean, it's something I would be doing either way, so I might as well just get some type of content out of it, you know?
Oh, no, I'm saying just like doing grinding while distracted. Oof.
I'm not dealing with power tools. I'm fine.
Nah, just the life of your God Slayer.
Yeah.
He's level 60. Nothing in Mount Silver can hurt him.
Sure. I'm sure it's fine. Anyway, let's keep going around. Xell, what do you have going on?
You can find me anywhere and everywhere at xellnamore.com, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. Trying to figure out a good way to upload my Twitch content onto YouTube so I can have those archived eventually. Getting games and fun stuff set up for the spooky month coming up. Been playing a few mystery puzzle games with my good friend Dr. Negafreud over on Twitch. I don't have very much going on, as I am a random streamer.
Alright.
However, come December, I will be kind of on a hiatus, as I will be going to basic training and will not be back and available till roughly May or June timeframe. So yeah, I've got quite a bit of training ahead of me once I head out.
Well, good luck with that.
Yep.
Alright, and
I think that's it for me.
Alright. Hey, Mr. Rabbit, what do you have going on?
Hey, I'm Rabbit. I'm an artist. I'm an artist, comedian, writer. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube, and Blue Sky. Hey, Mr. Rabbit. I stream Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. I stream variety games, horror games, retro games, and RPGs. That's me.
Alright. And of course, you've already found me here. I stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Fridays. Mondays, like Daluna said, you can catch us for our Heart Gold Metalock, which should be rounding up after we've hopefully ground our Pokemon all the way up to at least 89, maybe 90. We'll see how that goes. We're going to be taking on the Elite Four for the second time, and Red. Tuesday, you can catch our lovely friends here as they begin their heist for the thingamajig in the Eye of Heckna. How will it go? You'll have to tune in to find out. Wednesday, I'll be playing through Link's Awakening for the first time. I know what the plot twist at the end is, but I don't know anything about the middle bits, so it's kind of blind. Thursdays, you can catch myself, Royal Hoshi, Lost Knights, who raided a little earlier, Broad and Rod, Onyx Locket, and Yelling at Me as they make their way through Odyssey, Rhapsody of Fire. Our heroes have managed to go through a lot recently. Tarla got her blue dragon back after a pretty tense situation. Could have gone either way. Andros... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Just left.
Andros broke his curse, and he's now immune to curses because of it. Unfortunately, though, he had to kill his ancestor to do it, the only family he's known. To that point, that was very sad. We will be... next thing they're going to do is probably try and find the Garden of Helios, but this coming Thursday, we're probably going to do some party games, because Yelling unfortunately can't make it. And last, but certainly not least, on Friday you can catch me and Daluna going through Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. We're going through Ventus's story, and we're about to go to Cinderella's world, Castle of Dreams, and for some reason, Ventus is short now. Shorter than usual. But with...
Cinderella, Cinderella, life is tough for Cinderella.
Indeed. But with that all said and done... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
We are still in the, in Venice. Everything is fun. This is so fun. We're gonna have so much happiness around everything moment of his game.
Ven's still on the, I'm going on a fun adventure and nothing bad will happen.
I'm about to go to Disneyland.
Disneyland! But with that all said and done, first off, the quote of the session goes once again to Heckna for, it's a load-bearing arcane structure, I can't get rid of it! But, now, who should we raid? We've got a few people. Bromad's doing Valkyrie Profile, that could be fun to raid into. Also got Bosco with Halo Reach.
Yep, I put down mine. I got Beowulf, Brawl, Grant Martin, MG McFly, Bosco and his people playing Halos, and I got Bracky and Cheru also.
You know, I don't think I've ever raided into Bracky. What's Bracky doing right now?
I think he and Cheru are doing a Baldur's Gate run.
Ah. How do I spell his... That's not who I wanted.
And because I think Argyle is with them too.
Sure, we'll go from D&D to video game D&D. I might need Bracky's information because it's weird. I'm not following him. Oh wait, never mind. I see him. He's in my recommended. That worked out really well.
I was gonna say, how are you not following Bracky?
I will have to rectify that when we get there.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not following him either.
Bracky is good bean. He does lots of good art.
He does amazing art.
There we go.
Yes, he does.
Let's send that raid off. What should our raid message be?
What was a funny moment? What was a funny quote? Magical load bearing beam?
Do I need to beat you like your friend?